all right. I am back with another video flip through. But in this particular case, I've been, in times past, I've been doing a lot of flip throughs of questionable movies, to say the least. They're terrible, frankly. But this time, we actually have a classic from the 80s, starring none other than Paul Le Mat. Of course, everybody knows him. And who the hell is that? And then Nancy Allen. Now, if you've been watching my videos, that name keeps on coming up. And that's actually what led to this movie, because I actually was thinking, I did one review that sort of had Nancy Allen in it, and I was talking about Stephen King and Carrie, and she was in that. And so I thought, what other movies has she been in? And that, of course, led me to this particular movie from the 80s, 1983, a classic. So let's dive into it. And before we get too far ahead, let's talk about what I'm drinking tonight. So it's coffee. And it keeps my throat from sealing up on me while I'm trying to talk. All right, so this is not going to be as humorous, I guess, as some of my other ones. This is going to be an actual, or not serious, but I'm going to focus in on a movie that is actually probably worth watching, like for real, and not just for laughs. I like this movie. It was good. So, Strange Invaders is the movie we're talking about. Check that awesome cover art. It's a MGM midnight movie. So, as we flip through here, we can see some of the, this is what the DVD cover might look like. And it is a great movie. And the fact that this has gone to Blu-ray, it's gone from video, and it's gone to limited edition, and all kinds of things like that. They don't make movies like that. They don't transfer them around unless they're good. So look, it's even in a different language. I think that's German. What is it? I don't even know. Von something or other. So I'm assuming that's German. I don't know my languages that well, but one of the things about a good movie, this looks like it obviously would have been from the VHS era, is that when you see the Canon symbol, you found a winner. Because Canon, they used to actually pick and choose the stuff they would release on the video. Cassettes, VHS. So, I'm going to go back to this. Look at how they're marketing this. Completely different from the other ones. Let's just quickly flip back. It's all about people running from UFOs. Well, there is this funky alien there. You can see him in that. But frankly, like the way they've marketed this one right here, they're really focusing in on the alien kind of effects. And look at that, peeling off his face. So that actually is one of the best parts about this movie, is this very thing. Without getting into too much detail about why it's going on, this is great special effects. And this is the 80s, early 80s, so this is not at all CGI. It is prosthetics, it is, it's rubber and glue and who knows what on this actor's face. It is awesome. Check that out. That is real effects right there. No CGI. 93. Very cool. Check out that spaceship coming out of the clouds. kind of phallic actually. But anyway, yeah. So like I said, the unifying person, it seems, amongst all these different movies comes back to Nancy Allen, and she's of course in this. And we meet her. She's kind of down in the shot here, and you know, she's a lot of smoking in this movie. That's one of the things I noticed about the '80s. You know, you could have smoking all the time in these movies, and everybody was smoking. In the '70s, same thing. You know, everybody's just got a butt in their hands. But anyway, she meets up with this dude, which I guess is this Paul Plant or whatever. Anyhow, yeah, so they're smoking away, smoking up a storm. And, you know, here's a case where, you know, you recognize certain other actors too. She's feeling a little bit like, you know, a rose between two thorns. And she's kind of mesmerized, you know, at certain points in this movie. And then, yeah, look at that TV. That's how we had to enjoy our entertainment back in the day. Can you believe it? And you'll notice in that shot, of course, that's a kind of like a nod to The Day the Earth Stood Still, a very classic 50s sci-fi story. And that's really what this whole story is about, is sort of thinking back to the 50s with, you know, alien invasion sort of stories that were popular back in the day. This one sort of says, hey, let's have some fun. And they even hired some recognizable names from some of those old movies, and if you're interested in looking into it, you can. But yeah, I don't do that kind of video. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So you see these faces pop up, and if you know the old 50s movies, you might recognize somebody, or you might recognize their name. So yeah, they get into some hot water with these aliens in this small town, and what the heck is going on? It's so weird. And yeah, so they have to kind of take the bull by the horn, so to speak. So yeah, there you go. And it's really these characters here that you gotta watch out for. I mean, look at them. Look at that hair. Wow. All right. So yeah, in the end though, you know, it kind of, it's nice that, you know, the love interest and everything works out, and, you know, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you about this movie, because like I always say, I don't want to ruin it for you. I can tell you everything about a movie, all the directors, actors, all that stuff. But this is really just a taste. Whet your appetite to see the real thing. I posted this thing up on archive.org. You can use my link on my page here. And it's funky name, but you can find it, or you can look at my community. Actually, look at my community tab, and you'll be able to get a link right from there. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to be my short little video highlighting this great movie. And, you know, a lot of them I'm laughing all the time because they are just so bad. But this one, great special effects, for practical effects for the 80s. This one stood out to me. I remember it just being a great movie. Good. I even like how they sometimes shoot a scene, like when you know, the way they light a building or something like that. They put some effort into it, some heart into it. Now, a lot of people complained back in the day about it being, it's neither, like, it doesn't fit into certain categories. Like, is it a comedy? No. Is it a satire? Not really. Is it a real, you know, is it scary? No. So where does it fall? And that's what some people were critical of. I just thought it was well acted, well made, and, you know, considering what I see being thrown together these days in the theaters or whatever, this movie, I'd much rather watch this than, you know, much bigger budget, you know, blockbuster, because it has heart. So that's going to be my ramble about this one. Try and keep it to 10 minutes, and I'm creeping up to that 10-minute mark. So, hey, if you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, the little clips, check it out. And that's going to be it for this video. See you in the next one.